welcome back to my channel, Kenn Pressed It. So today I am going to be making a short square press-on nail set, which is actually going to be another freestyle. And this time the only information that I was given is that she likes French tips, the color pink, and flowers. So I believe she likes when I do 3D flowers and also regular 2D flowers as well. So I'm gonna show you guys the rough draft drawing that I did. Do not judge me because I cannot draw, but I just know what I picture in my head and it translates well onto the nails. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So basically I'm gonna do like a white French, and I want to try doing like a blooming gel pink when it's kind of like coming down almost like an ombre. And then I do have some inspo sets that I will edit in the video to show you guys where I got the ideas for those. This is the only picture I ended up using for inspo, and it was for that aura finger, but the rest of them didn't go as I planned, so that's the only one I ended up using. I was gonna do some blooming gel flowers in like pink and white, and then put rhinestones in the centers of them, and then the 3D flower I was gonna put on the middle finger with a white French tip. I don't know like the size of it, but I just know I wanted to go there. And then I have like this idea, it's gonna be pink aura and then like a white ring going around it, and then I'm gonna put two little 3D gel like blobs. I'm sorry if it's blurry for you guys because I can't really see. Then no French here, but we're gonna do like a blooming gel design going across. But that's my rough draft that I'm gonna go off of. So we're gonna get straight into prep, and you guys already know if you watch my last videos what I do for prep. But basically I start off by filing the nails with an 80/80 grit file, and then after that I just chemically buff them with acetone and lint-free wipes. My lint-free wipes are basically gone. This was a pack of 300 and I literally probably used like 50%. I use so many percent, I don't know, between like cleaning stuff up and everything like that, but I'm just gonna take the rest of them out of the pack and we'll see if I end up using them all for this set. But anyways, we're gonna get into prep. In this video I'm gonna do something a little different and only show you guys the process of me making one hand, so the video isn't really drawn out since this hand is gonna be the same as the other one. So I'm only gonna show one process, which is gonna be the right hand because right is just my favorite. But yeah, let's get into the prep. Okay, so now that the prep is done, I'm going to go ahead and just put on the base color for some of these nails. So two of them are gonna be Frenchies, so I'm gonna put this base color down, and then it is the shade 1301 by this company. And then the other ones are going to be, well actually no, three nails will have this base color. 4 nails actually. So 4 nails will have this base color, and then one of them will have pink as its base color. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that now. Those two fingers are the same size, so I had to switch them out because I forgot that I'm not doing a nude base color for that nail. I'm gonna put this in the lamp, but I'm obviously gonna have to do probably like another coat of this or two. So alright guys, so I am back 3 coats later of the nude base. I'm gonna show you guys the colors and the polishes that I'll be using for this set. Also I forgot to mention, obviously my background is a little bit different. Usually I use a pink matte, but I decided to order some white ones for a change because Something that Press-Ons Slayed by Val mentioned in her video is that pink mattes tend to drown out the colors. Like, it makes your colors not look accurate on camera. So like pink colors, it'll drown them out, and just a lot of colors in general. So I got white so that it could help a little bit. It's not, I mean, I think it is helping, because I feel like when I used a pink background, it made my nude colors look brown or like really dark. So I feel like this is definitely more accurate. Like, you can actually tell that this is pink. But yeah, so I have white ones. I still have some pink ones left, but I'm basically just gonna use those when I'm not recording or making content. So yeah, but I just wanted to point that out. But anyways, for the colors for this set, I'm going to be using pink and white. So I have a lighter pink, and these are both by Modelones or Model Ones, I'm not sure how you say it, but there's a lighter pink and a hot pink, because I'm gonna use that for the aura. The darker pink I'm gonna use for the aura, and then white, which is, this is a Beetles liner gel in French white. I love it because it's pretty opaque. I do sometimes do 2 coats of it, but I don't know, I feel like it's not always necessary. It just depends, I guess, on how you apply it. But these are the colors that will be used for today's set. And then also I'm going to need blooming gel. So this is my blooming gel by Macart, which has made a few appearances in my past videos. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started. I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. But I'm gonna get started with laying my base color for this nail, which is gonna be light pink. I'm gonna just cure this nail for 60 seconds. It is pretty opaque, but I am gonna do another shade, another coat, I mean. All right, it's done curing, and I'm gonna go in for the second shade. Well, the second coat. I don't know why I keep saying shade. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm gonna just cure it, and then we will move on. All right, so now I don't know which nail I want to start on first. So I think I will do the thumb, just because it's a white French with blooming. So I feel like that will probably be the easiest to do first. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna start with the thumb, and I'm just gonna move the other ones out the way. Okay, hold on, because I actually want to try this French tip that I saw on TikTok, when basically they took like a regular nail polish brush and they used that to draw the place where their smile line will be. So I'm gonna try that because I feel like it will be a bit easier. Sorry, I'm not in the frame, guys. So yeah, basically they just did this like across. I've seen a few people do it, right? Like, I've seen a few people do it on my timelines on both TikTok and Instagram, so I don't really have anyone to like credit for this idea. But basically they just took the regular brush across the top, and then they took their liner brush, and the white that I just used is from Beetles as well, so you guys know, same brand. And basically they just used that as a guide and went, that was not in the line at all. Went down. Sorry y'all, I went off camera, and I know, because when it comes to French tips, like, I really have to focus, because they're not the easiest thing to do, because you have to like make them even and everything. So I was really focusing, but basically I'm just gonna go in with my cleanup brush. This cleanup brush is also from Beetles. If you guys ever want to know about some products that I use, I do have an Amazon storefront. It should be together by the time this video is out, because I do have a lot of videos to edit and post. Well, a few videos to edit and post before I will get to even editing this one. So it should definitely be up by then. But if you guys ever want to know anything that I bought, I do have an Amazon storefront and they should be linked. Hey guys, it's Editing Kenn here. So I'm actually really glad that I mentioned that in this video because I was gonna add it in anyways. But recently someone did ask me in my last video posted if I had an Amazon storefront, and for all my past videos as well as the ones going forward, it is linked in my link tree in my description of every video. So I have a little sentence where it says my links in all caps, and if you click the link under there, it'll take you to my link tree, which will show you my website, my storefront, as well as all my other socials. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever else, or see my storefront, buy from my website, all of that is there for you. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Now I'm just kind of trying to even that line out because there's like a lot of products sitting at the smile line, and then I'm gonna clean it up because I know it looks a mess. Okay, so this is what I have for the French, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to just cure it because if I don't, I could literally sit here all night and you know, just keep being a perfectionist about it, but I can't do that. So I'm gonna cure it for 60 seconds and then we're gonna do the second coat. All right, so the next nail that has a white French on it is the middle finger. So we're going to do that now. Both coats of white on the thumb French are done and cured, so that's all set. And then I'm gonna do a French on this finger. I feel like doing that other method made my French way thicker than I wanted it to be, so I'm just gonna stick to how I draw them out. Alright y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, I had to do this off camera because French tips, I just don't think that's something I can really do on camera and not like mess them up. But this is how the first coat came out, and then I'm gonna put it in the lamp and then do the second coat. Alright, so the French tips are done, and now I'm just going to take the blooming gel on the tops of them, just a very thin layer because blooming gel is very thin. Hopefully this turns out like I'm picturing it. Other than that, I'll have to go to the drawing board again. So I did in fact have to go back to the drawing board, as you guys will see in the next clips, but I think that you guys can probably see what I was trying to accomplish, which was basically just putting all the color at the top and letting it spread down and do an ombre on its own. That did not work out, so yeah. But anyways, I don't think this idea is gonna work out how I want it to, so I'm gonna try something else. So I'm gonna put another layer of blooming gel. Okay, I think this is pretty cute. What do you guys think? Because my original idea did not work out, but I feel like this is cute. Alright, so now that I know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wipe this off because it's cute, but it's not exactly how I want it. And I think think this is spread enough, so I'm gonna cure it. This is how the thumbnail turned out, and it's basically just a blooming gel design with the 2 shades of pink on each side, so I think it turned out pretty cute. And then the next nail is the blooming gel flowers with rhinestones, so I think I'll do that since I have my blooming gel just like out right now and we've been using it. I might as well just keep going with it. So I'm gonna get my dotting tools because I feel like this easier, well, better with dotting tools. So I'm gonna get like the medium sized one and paint thin layer of blooming gel. This isn't gonna work either. I'm trying to figure out like how would I do this. Okay, so for some reason I'm not able to like get the flower positioned right on the sides, so I'm gonna do 1 blooming gel flower in each corner and see if that can work better for me, because the way it was going before is like I wouldn't be able to put a rhinestone in the center, so I'm gonna try something else. Okay, that doesn't even look like it's gonna turn to a petal, so let me restart. I don't know why, but I'm really struggling with this set right now, with the blooming gel at least. So I think that's closer. I'm just gonna wipe it off again and see if I can do better. So this is how it came out, and I'm gonna cure it so that it'll keep the shape, but I'll put the rhinestones in the centers. And then for the pinky, there's a lot of blooming gel required for this set, which is something that I'm realizing right now. But basically the pinky, as I showed in the drawing, it's gonna be white blooming gel along with pink. So it's white on the sides and then pink in the center. So I think for the white on the sides, I'm gonna use a smaller dotting tool. So I'm gonna cut that there and just let you guys know that the white and pink did not work. For some reason, the white spread way faster than the pink polish did. So it didn't work out. I had to keep redoing it, and I just ended up changing to the pinks only. All right, so this is the design I ended up having to do for the pinky. So it's light pink with dark pink. The white was spreading insanely fast to the point that I couldn't even finish the other side without it not looking right, so I just did the light pink instead, and clearly it spread slower. So this is what we have, and I couldn't really get the print to like curve how I wanted it to, so I'm not gonna put the rhinestones on this finger like how I saw in the design picture that I like, but yeah, just, you know, a little adjustments, but it still looks cute. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to this finger now and do that like circle outline that was in the rough draft. So basically it kind of starts off at the top as like a French tip, and then it goes down and around. Okay guys, so this is how it came out. It actually came out pretty good. I've never done this design before, but I feel like as long as you just have a cleanup brush and some alcohol like to clean up the edges, then you're good to go. So I'm gonna cure this, and then I'm gonna do a second layer because I feel like with the pink under it, it makes it look a little kind of like see-through. So I'm gonna cure this and do the second coat. So I just realized that I wanted to do the aura before I did that outline, but I completely forgot to do that. So I hope that it will still turn out good. But I'm gonna cure this before I mess it up. Okay, so the outline turned out pretty cute, but I think at this point I'm just going to resume this set in the morning, and then I'll just be like more refreshed and maybe have just ideas on what direction I want to take it and stuff like that. So I will see you guys in the morning when I'm ready to resume this set. Well, finish this set. All right guys, so it's the morning and we're back. So today I'm going to get started with the blooming gel aura on this finger where we left off last night. As I said, I forgot to do it before putting the white border around, which was what I wanted to do originally, but I ended up doing the ring first. So I'm just gonna put a thin layer of blooming gel just across the whole nail so that it'll be even though the aura is not gonna be going on the white part, of course, but blooming gel is so thick that if I only put it in one area, it's gonna like be weird. So I'm just applying a whole coat of that, and then I'm gonna take a dotting tool and put just a dot of hot pink in the middle. I'm gonna use my big dotting tool this time. So I don't know, I'm new to using like blooming gel to create auras, so I don't usually know like how much I should put in whatever, or like the shape I should make it in whatever. So I'm just gonna leave it like this and see what happens. I know it usually takes a bit for it to spread out. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna turn out right because it's more like polish on that side than it is on the other, so it's not gonna be even. So I'm gonna wipe that off before it even continues, and we're gonna start over. Blooming gel is like not the easiest thing to work with for me right now, so maybe I'll get better over time. But as of right now, it's like complicated. But I also want to get into pigment powders for auras because I'm not gonna get an airbrush machine. Like there's so many things that I've heard about it that I'm just like, no, I would not use that. Like first off, they say it's very like complicated and just tedious to clean, and I'm not interested in that. And then also like mainly the reason that I don't want to get it is because they said when you use it, like the gel just kind of like the particles go in the air, and then if you're not wearing glasses, like it can get in your eye, and then when you go in the sun, the gel will cure in your eye because the sun has UV rays. Like it's pretty crazy. And then obviously that doesn't just apply to your eyes, but like everything in the area. So yeah, I was like, I don't want to get those. And then they're constantly breaking on people. Like I'll see people post about how they're on like their 4th airbrush machine, and I'm like, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to deal with that, you know? Because imagine being in the middle of making a set and it just breaks. Like that would really make me upset. Okay, I think I might be putting too much. Oh gosh. See, this is the type of stuff that happens, I don't know, when I'm making sets, I guess. But I'm gonna redo it, and I'm gonna put less and just give it time to like do its thing, and hopefully it'll turn out how I'm picturing it. Are you kidding? So one of the sides of this ring, I guess, had too much polish and it's not fully cured. That's crazy. So I have to fix that. Okay, I just got the uncured part off. I guess now I'll just go over it again and see if I can get it to be even and look right. If not, I'll probably just have to start over, but I really hope I don't have to. I'm just gonna wipe it with alcohol to to get all the uncured polish out and then let it dry. It's crazy that it decided to do that now. I'm gonna try to fix this off camera, and then I'll be back and like let you guys know if it worked or if I had to start over or whatever else. All right guys, so I'm back. I redid the whole nail and this is what it's looking like, and I have the blooming gel on right now with the aura that's kind of just like still spreading. I know in the past when I used blooming gel to do an aura on the blue flower set that I did with the white French tips, that's on my channel, but with that I just let it sit for a really long time and then it spread to like a, you know, nice aura. So this nail, I don't feel like it's there yet, so I'm just gonna let it sit, because the other one I let sit for a really long time with the blue set. So I'm just gonna put it back on the stand and let it sit. But as of right now, this nail is done, because like I said, I couldn't really get it to do the wavy, you know, design that I wanted to do with the rhinestones. So that nail is pretty much done. This one I just have to add the rhinestones. This nail is done, so it just needs top coat. And then this nail, when it's done, I'll be adding the 3D gel blobs. And then this nail, I just have to do the 3D flower. So since I'm doing the 3D flower on this nail, I don't think I want to do the blooming on the sides like how it is right here. I just feel like it might be like too much, or it might not look right, but I'm gonna see how it turns out before I make that, you know, final decision. But I'm gonna get ready to do the 3D flower. All right, so now that this nail, sorry, there's like white gel polish all over my gloves, but now that this nail is done, I'm gonna move on to the 3D flower. So this is the 3D flower nail, as I mentioned before. I don't know if I want to do blooming gel on the side. Okay, so to do the 3D flower, I'm going to use this 4-in-1 G-Lux gel from Macart. This is just the clear one, as you can see. And I actually really like this clear gel. I've only tried 2 so far, because I am newer to making nails and 3D nail art, of course. But the other one that I tried is like very sticky, and it was honestly just like very hard and frustrating to work with, because it was just sticking to everything, like my fingers and my palette and all that stuff, and I just like was wasting product at that point. So and I did use alcohol, because I know people will say, oh, use rubbing alcohol so that it doesn't, you know, stick to everything, but that honestly didn't help at all. So I got this one because I've seen like a lot of people use it, and you know, it had good reviews on Amazon and stuff, and you know, like I said, from other nail artists, and I just decided to get it. It's still sticky for me to the point where I can't just like straight up touch it with my glove and be fine to like mold it with my fingers, but you know, for working with my palette and stuff like that, it's way better than the other gel that I used, so it's easier to manage. But I'm going to just take some out, like a good amount, and I'm just gonna like put it in the cap. I found that the cap is the easiest place to work with it, because it doesn't stick to it. My palette, it does stick to it a little bit, so I just stick to the cap, because the 3D gels that are like colored, the ones that have pigment to them, they're basically just like clay. Like you can mold them with your fingers and they're not gonna stick, and you know, they're way easier to work with in my experience with them. But the clear ones are so sticky, and I don't know like what they put in the colored ones that like makes it different or whatever, but like the clear ones are just like different. They're just different material. But basically how I do my 3D flowers, I believe I showed it in my last video with the blue flowers, but basically I just roll out the clear gel into like a little roll. I got a lot for this one, so I don't think I'll really end up using all of this, but I'll basically just cut it into pieces. Sorry, I'm hitting my phone. But I'll cut it into pieces and just roll it up into balls. This one I feel like it's too small, so I'm probably gonna make it a little bigger. It would have been better to like roll it out on, you know, just make the whole thing into a roll and then cut, you know, even pieces. But the cap it doesn't really give you too much space, and like I said, I think I grabbed like a little too much. But basically I kind of just measure it with my eyes, because you can kind of tell when something is like the same size or not, like the same size circle, you know? Like it doesn't have to be, each petal doesn't have to be exact. But yeah, I just do this until I have 5 little balls, and then that's when, you know, I place them on the nail and start to form the petals. So I'm not really sure of the type of flower I want to do for this set, but I feel like I want to do something different than, you know, the ones I've done before. So we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, also as you can kind of see, like when the gel sits, it starts to kind of like flatten itself out. Like this one is not a ball anymore, and that's the first one we made. I'm gonna just sit this over to the side for the next hand, but I think what I'll do is have the flower, like the top petal, go a little bit into the French tip. So I'm gonna take one of these and just start working on that, trying to get it to be a little bit more of a ball before I put it on there, because that's the other thing, getting clear 3D gel off of a nail after you put it on is like a process, because it just like really sticks, and I always end up just having to wipe the whole nail down with alcohol because it's just that sticky. So there's the first ball, and I'm gonna get another 3D tool, and then I'm just gonna take my cone tool. Well, actually, I'm gonna just put all the balls on at once. That's usually what I do. So I'm just gonna do that. The other thing I usually struggle with clear gel is picking it up off of the top, because it just never wants to come up on my tool for some reason. And then I'm just going to move the cap out of the way, and we can get started with shaping. So usually the most common thing to do is just like take the petal like outwards like that. So that's just what I did, and then it kind of created like a point at the top. That's pretty cute, so I think I'm just gonna go along with that and do that for the rest of them. Gosh, it stuck to my glove. Okay, let me fix it. Okay, so this is how it came out. I think this looks really cute already. I don't know if you guys can really see it on camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and cure it so that it doesn't mess up or change shape, and then I'll be back to show you guys how I'll color it in. All right guys, so the flower is cured, but this is how it looks like right side up. I think the petals came out such a cute shape with like the points at the top. I know you can't really see it on camera because it's clear and all that, but I'm gonna get into coloring it. So I'm just gonna use the 2 pinks that we've been dealing with for the whole set. So I'm just gonna put them on my palette, put that on camera so you guys can see a little bit. But I just put some of the hot pink on there, and then I'm gonna put some of the light pink, and I don't think I'll put any white, but there's already a lot of light pink on here. Some of it is a little hard because it's from last night, because I didn't wipe my palette off before I went to sleep. So this is a 9mm brush from Macart, and it's just a nail art brush set that I got from Amazon. Again, if you guys want any of the products that I use, they are in my storefront. So, but basically for this set, I think I'm gonna color the actual flower light pink, and then I'll do the highlights and like the detailing in the hot pink. So I'm just gonna get some of the light pink, and I'm not gonna go too crazy because I don't like when the color like pools in the petals, like in the center of the petals. So I'm gonna take some of this paint off actually, and then get started with painting it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do like 2 coats of this because it isn't really that opaque of a color to just do one. I gotta take it a little bit off frame so that I can do sides and see the sides of this petal. Yeah, so this is the first coat of pink on the flower. It's definitely not the most opaque pink. So I'm gonna put this in the cure and then do the other coat after I do the cleanup brush with the pink that I got on the actual nail. So it's cured now. I'm just going to take the brush from the actual polish bottle because I feel like in the past when I did that, it helps to cover more of the nail at a time than it would to use a small detail brush. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take the actual brush and fill it in, and I hope that that will work. I know this usually ends up in like the polish pooling, but it definitely helps with coverage. So I'll clean it up at the end before I cure it. And I know this is not focusing right. Like I'm sorry guys, I don't know why. Alright, so here's how the flower came out. I did 3 coats of the pink, and it's still, you can still kind of see clear parts under it. I know you guys can't really tell on camera, but I can definitely see them. But I don't think it looks bad. It's just, you know, that's what happens when you have gel that's not super opaque, and then also clear gel. I'm gonna get into putting the details on. So basically I just want to outline the petals in the hot pink. So I'm gonna make sure I don't have like too much on my brush. Sorry if it's out of focus guys, because I don't know like what else to do, because the thing that's holding my camera is like a stand, and it's an arm that you bend any angle and whatever else. And I guess my phone is just too heavy for it because I tried to position it higher up and it just wasn't having it. It just keeps coming down. So that's why like the angle is so close and I just can't really get it to cooperate. Okay, so this is how it came out. I think I want to go over the outline again and then I'll cure it. Alright, so while the flower is curing, I'm just gonna start gluing the rhinestones on. So I'm just gonna be taking my Macart rhinestone glue and then also my diamond picker and my rhinestone picker, and putting it in the center like I showed you guys in the drawing to make it look like a flower. So I'm gonna put like a little dot there and then one here. Gonna put that there, and then I'm gonna clean up the sides to get the extra off. I'm just gonna take a wooden cuticle pusher and wipe it off. And then yeah, that's all set, and then I'll do the other one. And then I'm just gonna flash cure those in place so that they don't move until it's time to top coat. And then that's all set. So now the flower is done curing, and I'm going to put the gold beads in the middle. So what I usually do is just take my rhinestone glue and put like a glob of it in the center, and then I just take my rhinestone picker and the beads, which the beads that I'm currently using, it's still caviar beads, but it just came with these flowers. They're like mixed in. Sorry about my camera. And then I just grab them, and then they kind of just stick to the glue. Okay, there, that's what I want it to look like. So I'm just gonna flash cure it. And then the last part of the design that I really have to add is the 3D blobs for this nail. So I'm gonna do that now. And I'm just gonna flash cure these and then top coat. And we'll see how it turns out after I finish the second hand. I'll show you guys and show you the final pictures and everything so that you guys can see how it turns out. But for top coat, I'm just using the Model 1's top coat, which I honestly really like this top coat. It's not like super thick, it's not super like thin, it's pretty much the perfect consistency, and in my opinion it's really shiny. I do have the Koopa top coat, but I just like want to use up this one first. So yeah, but I'm gonna top coat now. I had to go off camera to do the flower because I just wanted to see it from every angle to make sure I'm getting everything covered. But this is the first coat of top coat. I'm gonna cure it now and then do the second one because I do double top coat my press-on. But yeah, after it is done in the lamp, I'll do the second hand, and like I said, I'll show you guys how it looks all together. All right guys, so this is how the nails turned out. Honestly, I really love them. I think they're really cute. Like, even though they didn't really turn out exactly how I envisioned them, because you know, the sketch, some things didn't work out. Like for this nail, I wanted it to be curved and then have the rhinestones coming down, but I couldn't really get it to curve, and I was really struggling with like doing it fast enough. And also this was supposed to be white instead of the light pink. But the white was spreading insanely fast, so I couldn't do that. And then this nail, I feel like it turned out pretty good, but the blooming gel could have been better. I need to get pigment powder so that I can actually do auras with them, because like I said, I'm not gonna do an airbrush machine ever. Then the 3D flower, I feel like that nail turned out great. Like that turned out really nice. This nail, it didn't turn out how I wanted because I couldn't really position the flowers how I wanted to, like with this idea. So I just ended up doing 2 blooming flowers in each corner with the rhinestones instead. And then the thumb, this didn't work out. I kind of had like a vision of just like putting blooming gel up here and then putting like a line of the pigment like at the top, and then it kind of just does its own little like ombre thing on the way down, but that didn't work out. So I ended up doing the little pink on pink, the 2 pink shades going on the side, and I think it looks really cute. So yeah, these are the nails, and I will show you guys the official pictures and everything that I take after I clean up my area and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.